Despite the fact that Nigerians are still not happy for the fact that they are not going to the World Cup, well, we just have to wait concerning what's going to happen between the NFF, Ministry of Youth and Sport, and the National Assembly. That will be the first story we'll be looking at to usher you in to the world of sport on 360 Sport on Trust TV. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Good to have you in the studio, Olawale Peters.
Good morning, Adeni. It's a pleasure to be here.
Good one. So we're starting with the first story I picked there. That's the National Assembly right now. They will be, at least they are calling for, they are summoning them to appear before the Senate, talking about the Minister of Youth and Sport, Sunday Dare, and also not forgetting Nigerian Football Federation. They will be appearing before the Senate to explain what really happened, how come Nigeria did not qualify despite the huge sum of money actually expended on that particular game or games, the two matches, and not forgetting the vandalization that actually happened at the stadium too. A lot of things to be talked about, but from the way it is, though the date is not yet released concerning the appearance, but they just have to appear before the Senate panel. I'm looking at, well, it's good anyway, but from the way it is, a lot of Nigerians will be like, okay, the appearance won't change anything.
What do you need them to appear before the Senate for? I think we need to be very careful here so that FIFA will not come in and ban Nigeria. That's the truth. So that it don't look as if government is interfering. In the game of. They don't need to even submit any report. By now, I expected that the Minister of Youth and Sport should have done his own preliminary investigation and have a report ready on what happened. Why didn't we qualify for the World Cup? Like I said earlier on the show, we're not qualifying for the World Cup. It's not really an issue because it is not a birthright that we must qualify all the time. In 2006, we didn't qualify for the Germany World Cup. What happened to the then NFF chairman, Ibrahim Galadima? He lost his job. He lost his job. So it's very, very, very simple. We don't need to go around and want to invite them. So they will go there and smooth talk us. They will go there and tell us that, okay, we should give them another chance. We don't need that. We don't need that at all. The current NFF chairman has shown to us that they don't have anything to offer the country when it comes to the game of football. They don't have anything. Let's take a look at since 2004 that Amadou Pinnick and his executive have been on board. What have we achieved? 2003, we won the Nations Cup. But in 2005, we couldn't go and defend it because we didn't qualify. We shouted, we screamed, oh, we are the giants of Africa. Why are we not going to qualify? In 2007, the same thing happened. Nothing still happened to them. Olympic, that we've won the gold medal before, we did not qualify. Golden Eaglet, we failed to qualify. Flying Eagles, we failed to qualify. So the issue of looking at what happened is not an issue. We know what happened. They don't have the capacity. They don't have the skills. They don't have the competency. They don't even understand what they call the game of football. That's the truth. The truth is, come September, none of them should sit for the election. That's what we should be looking at for now. We should be looking at for succession planning. And I will tell you, one of the last elections took place. When the finish, it made the second that this will be, is not going to sit the second.
Although that has been clarified, actually, that he won't be coming for the third time.
Clarified by who?
Himself.
When? I've not had...
Today.
Today? Okay, maybe that's a new development. I've not had that. It needs to come out that it's not coming, and not only him. Because sincerely, we shouldn't be going through what we are going through now. If you don't qualify, yes, it's not a birthright, but why did we miss it? How did we miss it? So that's what we should be looking at right now. So going to the National Assembly, they want to set up another committee again. We don't need that, please. Seriously, we don't need that. I, as an individual, I don't think I'm really interested in that. Because what's it going to come out of? With the number of problems we have in this country. So them appearing at the Senate is the solution to revive our dilapidated NFF board. No, sincerely, I don't think we need that. What we need to do now is to put in motion a process, a structure that will usher in another vibrant NFF executive team.
Okay. From the way it is now, the election will be coming up in September. Even though the NFF, by the time they appear before the panel or the Senate now, whatever happens there, okay. But that's September. If you're saying they should not return, Yes, but you know, we know how these elections have been conducted. At times, they don't even conduct it in the state capital. They take it elsewhere where nobody will. Even, at times, you don't even know where the election will be coming up. They will just the only thing you see that or hear is the result of the election. That okay, this person has won this particular state FA, you know, as chairman. Then before the presidency will come. So that's why it's always kind of a bit shady. Before you know it, maybe the main 36 FA chairman will come back again.
Okay, you know it, the process. I know the process. It is now our responsibility to tell other people that this is what they used to do. They just go and do a shadow election. Before you know it, they come out with a consensus. And that consensus, a lot of things will have gone wrong. What do I mean? I'm going to give you the FA chairman for your state. When it comes to the national, you are voting for so-so person. It happens, that's what they do. So it is for us now to make sure that the process of the election of FA in each of the states are made open, just like we have for the political parties. Sale of nomination, they give out the timetable, when do they want to do it. The same thing also should go to, because they are not there to serve themselves, they are to serve us. That's the truth. So we demand transparency, openness in the process of the election, from the state FA election up to the NFF. Let there be openness, let there be transparency. That's what we're trying for between now and that time. Let them remove the timetable. And let's say, when are they going to do the election? The delegates, what are the process of appointing or nominating the delegate? Who are going to be the delegates? So we'll have that one. So we'll start asking questions. That is what I think we need to do now, to beat them to their game.
Hopefully, this will actually see the light of the day. We've been talking concerning Nigerian Football Federation and also the Minister of Youth and Sports on the diary to appear before the Senate concerning how Nigeria do not qualify for the World Cup. Well, that's another story for another day. We keep waiting to see what's going to happen. But from the way it is, Eagles will have to wait for the next 4 years for that. But let's see how we can prosecute the AFCON qualifiers. 2023 is so close, and we need to play and qualify for AFCON that will be coming up in Cote d'Ivoire. We just have to be there. In fact, if it's possible, we can win that particular competition. We'll be looking at that. Now let's move away and come back and look at our league. We start with the Nigerian Nationwide League One. Let's look at the result as it unfolded yesterday across different centers in Nigeria. Well, in Group B1, Ojodu champions, they lost out against Madiba FC. Collins Edwin Football Club, they defeated Admiralty Nigerian Navy 3-1. Real Shapire drew 1-0 against Force Bank in their own Group 1 result in the Nationwide League One. Nationwide League One is the third tier of Nigerian Football League. Now, let's look at other results as we look at Ladebua FC 3, Blessed Trinity 2. It ended 5-goal thriller there in Group B2. Still talking about the NLO result. We look at other ones. JNR Damburam, it was 8-1 against Ambassadors FC. As you know, they nearly spelled the Ambassadors there. Funtua Sharks actually won 3-0 against Bakori FC in their own game. Superstar Shaker won Samba Corner 0. And you have Zoo United, what's the name? Zoo United versus Ramsey FC 1-0. It also ended in that game. Looking at the result as it unfolded in the NLO Match Day 4 result group B1 to G2. You know, at times when you look at the third tier, the names, you'll be like, wow, these teams are in Nigeria. Samba Corner, Zoo United, and you have Ambassador United losing 8-1 in that game. What happened?
Okay, I think this is a very good development, sincerely. I just hope that this will transform into the Nigerian Professional League 1 also, so that we can have more private clubs dominating or playing in the League 1. Because one of the reasons why our football is not being developed in the countries, we have most of the NPFL being
run by government.
By the government. So that's it. So they meet politics with it. If we allow it to be run by private individual or investors, I think things will change. Like all these good names that just imagine, where do you play for? Zoo United,
Ambassadors
FC. You know, so it's a very good one, and I think they also need more media coverage. A lot of people doesn't even know that we have Tier 2 or Tier 3 league. That's from Tier 3 you get promoted to
Tier 2. That's Nigerian National League.
Then from Nigerian National League you get promoted to Nigerian Professional football league. That's how it goes. Like we have in Europe also, we have the same thing here in the country, but we need to do more awareness. I wish other stations are doing what we are doing by going to the grassroots, like what we've been doing on a daily basis, showcasing all these grassroots clubs that we have. It's not all about Chelsea, Real Madrid, Man U. We also should celebrate our own. And we have been
if we
that.
don't, no one will.
No one will do that.
You will see all this on BBC or wherever. So it's going to be local station here that will report it. In fact, I doubt if they take NPFL, our Apex League, seriously. Well, it's high time we continue to talk about our own, because Nigerian sport really needs to thrive. That particular sector takes away a lot of youth off the streets and also combats social vices. It also reduces poverty, because employment will be actually created for almost everyone. Whatever you study, as I always advocate, you can use it to work in sports sector. It is very, very possible. We've been looking at the Nigerian Nationwide League One there, where matches were played on Thursday. And we just brought to you the results of those matches in different groups there across Nigeria. About 140 teams are participating in the Nationwide League One, the third tier of Nigerian Football League. Now let's go to the first league, that's the Apex League, where 3 matches were played on Thursday in the Nigerian Professional Football League, where Rivers United did well, defeating Lobby Stars 1-0. You have Wiki Tourist also did well. It was like a meeting. The home teams, the home teams actually won all their games. Wiki Tourist, Plateau United, and Rivers won over Lobby Stars, Sunshine Stars, and Niger Tornadoes. And you look at Rivers United and Plateau United. If you turn it to the table right now, the way the table is looking in the MPFL, Rivers United are right now, because of the fact that they were able to win their game yesterday, they have 46 points. Plateau are really pursuing them. They have 44 with 20, 23. That is 23 goal difference, 20 for Plateau United. It's so close, just 2 points adrift the two teams. You have Rangers International of Enugu. They are third on the log with 37 points, followed by Remo Stars. Now, Remo Stars really are still pulling a lot of weight there. Kwara United of Ilorin, they are standing 5th with 34 points. Wiki Tourists of Bauchi, they have 30 points after winning their game with a -3 goal difference. Sunshine Stars of Accra have been pushed to 7th. They were 6th up till yesterday before the game was played. Eyimba International are now 8th on the low with the same point with Sunshine, Eyimba, and Aqua United. Nasarawa United pushed now to 10th on the low with 28 points with after playing 21 matches. 11 position, 12 and 13 belongs to Gombe United. Shooting Stars, Abia Warriors on 28, 27, 25 points. Kano Pillars this season have not been too favorable for that club. They are now standing 14 with 25 points. You have Jakarta FC with 24 points also. Niger Tornadoes of Mina, Lobby Stars, they lost their game yesterday. Katsina United, MFM of Lagos, and Heartland in the pecking order in that in the MPFL match day 21.
Yeah, you can see how competitive the table is right now. And I think River United, they've really shown their class. They're really doing very well. I think they've lost only one this season, and they lost to Sunshine. Sunshine Stars. They lost 1-0. Then after that, they've been winning or drawing. That's why they are where they are right now. Then it's very also good for Plateau United to giving them a very close marking.
Close race.
To let them.
This is like a Liverpool Man City.
Liverpool Man City, yeah. So 44 to 46. So that means any mistake from Rivers United and Plateau United will take advantage of that and top the table. Then if you look at between the 11th position up to 6th position, how many points are separating them? 1 and 2 points. So that means the league is still very,
Rangers,
very
Remo Stars, and Kwara United, even up to Wiki. From 30 to 37, 7 points adrift.
So that means it's still open to anybody. It's not over until it is over. We saw the recent performance of the Eyimba International now. Now they won their last two matches from what they've been doing before. So I think it's a very good one, a very good competitive league we have in Nigeria. Then I think also it's pertinent to say here that I think Ogun State government and Kwara State government, they are doing something very well. Not only in the NPFL, that their teams are doing very well. Even the second tier, also the third tier, they are doing very, very well. So that means they take business as a business,
sport as business,
and they also look at it as the way that they can reach out to people and take people away from the street.
A lot of youth
from the street. I hope other state governments, they will take a leaf from what they are doing right and do the same thing. So the issue of owing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months salary will not be there. We will not stop saying this. If you know the burden is too much for you to do, we have a lot of individuals that are ready to take that burden away from you and manage this club successfully.
And if you still look at that table again, I really pity Heartland because of the fact that they were almost, they were coming up, then later everything went down again, back to the 28th on the log, with after playing 21 matches, they have -18. It means they've considered 18 goals, and they have 20, although the same point with MFM. But MFM are actually less on goal conceded, that's -14. It shows that the two teams, especially Heartland, that means a lot of things are not going well. Despite the fact that a lot of noise came out that, okay, the issue of salary will be settled and has been settled, but from the way it is, those players are not really happy because their performance is really showing what is happening to that team.
You know, it's once your motivation is down, to get it back up, it's very, very difficult because, number one, the issue of trust will come in. So the question is, do they really trust the government that they will do what they promised them? No, they are doing what they are doing because of the passion they have for the game of football, or because they don't have any other choice than to do it. Imagine if they are being motivated like the MFM. MFM, we don't have the issue of they are owing their staff salary. In fact, they give them money and they even do prayer to join with the money they are giving them. But still, they are still on the same point, just go different. 20 points from 21 matches. So that means we are getting like 0.9 points per match. So it's not really a very good.
It's very encouraging.
No, it's not encouraging. It's not a very good one.
Then if you look at another team, there is Kano Pillars. Kano Pillars. We know that at least in Nigerian league, one of the giants when it comes to record and all that. But this season has not been too smooth for Kano Pillars. They seems not to be finding their rhythm at all, despite everything it takes to be Meisugidas.
Okay, maybe with Coach Salisu back to Kano Pillars, maybe things will change for them right now because we've seen what.
Okay, now that the NFF has sent out,
they send them back to where they came from. Let's see, maybe use that one to rejuvenate himself and bring himself back to the limelight because he was there before he was appointed as the assistant coach. So now that he's back with them now, let's see the magic he can do to take them, because Kano State, Kano people, they love
football, sports. In fact, almost all the sports.
Not only football, all
handball,
the sports.
They have their team, basketball, para sports.
They have everything. So where they are right now, sincerely, it's not where they're supposed to be. So there's need for them to do the assessment, re-strategize, and get back to the days of real Kano Pillars.
And I love the fact that if you look at Kano, that is Kano now as a state, almost the same name, Kano Pillars in basketball, Kano Pillars in handball, Kano Pillars in football, almost all the sports.
It's a brand.
It's a brand.
It's a brand.
And that's why you find that almost all competitions they participate, at least they always show that, okay, we are one of the forces to be reckoned when it comes to sports. It's only maybe in athletics and all that. If you look at that, Delta State always dominate that. Delta, Rivers, Lagos. But when it comes to football, I notice football, handball, basketball, para sports, it's tilts towards, you see Kano Pillars making statement from the way it is. Okay,
with the population of Kano State, definitely there's nothing you're looking for that you shouldn't get. In fact, the athletics you are talking about, if they look deeper, they will get one of the best athletes in that place also. You know, when you have a population at your advantage and you make use of that population, look at China, for example. Anytime you go to Olympics, what happened?
They dominate.
They dominate everything. So population is supposed to be an advantage, not a disadvantage.
Okay, we've been looking at the MPFL there, trying to analyze all the teams participating in the MPFL. Match day 21 completed just on Thursday, and now the teams actually grouped themselves on the table. Rivers still making statements, topping that table there, followed by Plateau United, and you have Rangers, Raymond Stars in that pecking order. Now we just have to quickly look at some games that also played in the Europa League just yesterday. Matches were played where Atalanta, Leipzig ended 1-0 draw. Luis Muriel there scoring for Atalanta. You have Eintracht Frankfurt against Barcelona also ended in 1-0 draw. Sporting Braga defeated Rangers by a lone goal, and West Ham United, they also play 1 against Lyon, despite the experience of Lyon.
Yes, and despite the fact that the West Ham also they got a red card in the first half, so they are still able. They even scored before they
it seems really David Moyes has really been able to hold West Ham to some level so far in football.
You know, some people when they are not working under pressure, you see the best.
They perform.
You see the best in them. So that's the truth. When it got to Manchester United, it's not the best time for him because it's just stepping into the shoes of Alex Ferguson as at that time. Seriously, the odds was too much for him to cope. But look at him at West Ham now. He has transformed West Ham. The last time West Ham played in a competitive Europa League quarterfinal was over 40 years ago. So you saw the stadium yesterday, and you saw the players' motivation also. And the game is not over until it's over. All the scores we saw yesterday, 1-1, even the 1-0, by the time they go back next week, anything can still happen. The fact that they play one man down, still they dominated the game. So it's a very, very, very good one.
Good one for Barcelona too. At least they were able to get 1 point here, at least away against Inter and Frankfurt. Let's look at the Europa Conference League result. Also, matches were played there. Well, Bodo Glimt defeated AS Roma 2-1. Feyenoord 3, Slavia Prague 3. Nigerians Olayinka and Saul actually scoring in that particular game. Good one for them. We have Leicester against PSV Eindhoven, Endel goalless. Marseille defeated Pau Salonika of Greece 2-1. Quickly, I love the fact that Nigerians were on scorer's sheet yesterday for Slavia Prague.
I hope Amoju Pinnick will not take the next available flight tomorrow to go and look for him and tell him that, oh yeah, because that's what he's looking for. Okay, it's a very good one that he scored a goal and a very good result also. You know, one good thing about the Europa Conference League and the Europa Cup is that it is not over yet until next week. It shows that the team, they're already there to... Nobody believed that Roman, they're going to lose...
To a team, to Bodo Glimt.
An unknown team to many people yesterday. So that shows that there's no... you don't need to underrate anybody when it comes to the game of football. So next week, let's see what happens and see who qualify for the semi-final.
And our last straw on the show is the fact that Manchester United said they will break the bank to get Declan Rice. And I asked the question, I hope it won't end like Maguire, because from the way it is, that was how they started with Maguire Harry, and everything turned upside down. So the way it is right now, they said they will go to break their transfer record for Declan Rice of West Ham.
Okay, the question is West Ham United ready to sell him? To sell him?
Maybe because the money, what if they are ready to offer
because what he's doing for them? He's doing a fantastic job for them. When he was injured, we saw the impact on the team. Then yesterday also, he was all over the place. He was very, very solid. Then Manchester United will said it. Their problem is not buying players. Sincerely, let them buy Messi, Ronaldo, Mbappe, and Benzema. Put all of them in that Manchester. If they do not address the fundamental problem they have, which is the psyche, the mindset of those players, to really know those that deserve to wear the Red Devil jersey, they'll still continue to have the same problem. That's the truth.
Hopefully, Declan Rice won't be like Harry Maguire for Manchester United if they eventually sign him. That's it on 360 Sport. Olawale Peters has been in the studio analyzing the stories we've been taking. Good to have you in the studio.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Good one, as we always advocate that sport is always business and fitness. Allow your words out there to go for sport. It will help them. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.